I'm Ed Rolls, I'm the General Manager at Greencore Bow. Bow is part of Food to Go in Greencore. We're the largest sandwich manufacturer in the UK and we supply sandwiches to all the major retailers.
We'd got to a point as a company where I was presenting to say we could deliver more if we did things in a different way, and there were some stakeholders in the business who had some challenges on that.
The business when I joined had just taken on sole supply of Sainsbury's, and it was the biggest piece of business this site had ever seen, and there's a transformation to be completed. What we wanted to understand was how could we do that in a structured approach.
We then engaged with Newton to come and help by running a series of diagnostics while helping build the transformational programme which we now call GME.
So GME is Greencore Manufacturing Excellence, and it's really about Greencore becoming a world-class operational company.
It's a huge programme that's been going on across Greencore for just over a year now. It's about making Greencore famous for manufacturing.
It's not about delivering one project, this is about a long-term strategy to deliver manufacturing excellence over a number of years.
It's about working across sites to make sure that we deliver the most value that we can to the Greencore group.
And for me, it's a way of embedding a structured and sustainable manufacturing excellence programme.
Greencore have been incredibly effective over the last few years at making those improvements in their business. But what Newton can do is add additional structure, we can add additional processes to go forward, and we can really try and change it and continue to improve and support that pace.
The guys from Newton work much better on the shop floor. Yes, there's analysis to be done, but they go down and talk to people. And that's been one of the major successes for me of the programme.
The guys have spent a lot of time down on the shop floor, so they've used their diagnostic time to actually work out what the issue is, which is really important for the guys on the shop floor to see that commitment.
And one of the things we've been able to do with Newton is work on line balancing, which means we can have a more standardised approach to how we build our sandwiches and how we cost them. 3 or 4 sites use prawns, and we defrost them in a different way in each site. So we've been able to bring some standardisation to that and understand how we do the different process, but bring it in line so we get a consistent approach across the 3 or 4 sites that use prawns. And I think that's a really good example where we identified a need and we've made sure we've hit it in that transition period.
It saved £303,000 last calendar year. We also reduced tuna drainage from 24 to 2 hours, which saved about £80,000. So GME really helped with that.
So working with Newton, we were able to carry out diagnostics on each site and understand the size of the prize and the changes that could be taken.
We've also just done a fair bit of training looking at key skills, so Excel usage, data manipulation.
We started with diagnostic activity to highlight the areas of opportunity, which were labour and waste and materials, and then introduced some basic problem-solving tools whilst aligning our resources and technology to help us with the delivery.
So what makes Newton different? I think there's 2 things really. One is the sort of intellectual rigour and approach to bring clarity to really complex problems. And I think the other thing is the ability to take the right mindset and attitude and work alongside people to really upskill them and develop their skills and abilities for the future.
We want to make sure that they become their own experts. We want to develop them to be just as good as us and doing exactly the same thing that we're doing.
They've got such a structured way of working and they're really clear on where they want to get to, and you learn so much, but they're so supportive. Yeah, they're very, very good.
It's been a great sort of structured approach compared to where we were before. So the difference is, I think, is having a programme, a template to work to, and working as a team together.
It's been great to work without the sense of over-empowerment from the consultants. They really drive to work with us to ensure that our work is implemented in the correct manner.
They're not here to impose solutions on us. They've actually worked with us and they're actually training us and showing us different ways to approach and solve problems.
It's probably the best tool we have to say this is our best way of hitting our numbers this year, of improving from last year.
It's moved from sites doing pockets of improvement right through to improvement being really embedded in the way the business thinks and works.
The aim of the programme has been to create an inclusive programme where everybody every day is delivering towards the success of GME in everything they do, and I've seen a massive change on that front within every site that's been touched by GME.